What in the world is happening with King County real estate? You got to check this out. This is some impressive stuff here. All right, you're looking at supply and demand for the last 2 years. As always, we always look at supply and demand because that is the driver. You want to know what's happening, you look at supply and demand. So let's check this out. The blue are the pending, the ones that went under contract in any given month, and the green are the new listings. So here's new listings, supply, pending, demand. Look at this. Okay, this is the last 2 years. So what you see here is pretty freaking remarkable. August of 2020, in, I don't know, do we call this the middle of the pandemic? Are we in the beginning of the, are we at the end? I don't know. But in a pandemic, right now you're looking at 3,300 homes, more or less, went under contract last month, and 3,460 came on the market, were on the market. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything unless you get some historical perspective on it. But historically, that's nuts. That's 70% more went under contract in August of 2020 than in 2018. And it's 55% more that went on in 2019. Do you understand? It's 70% more went under contract than 2 years ago. And with that, it's only a 13% increase in inventory compared to 2 years ago. That's wild. That's an intense demand with very little increase in inventory. That is going to push prices up. We'll check prices in a minute, but you and I both know there's nowhere for that to go but up. In 2018, there were 1,123 more homes available than went under contract. In 2019, there were 367 more homes available than went under contract in August. And in August of 2020, there were just 135 more homes came on market than went off. That is a hot seller's market, okay? And if you want to look at what that has done to prices, bam. Oh, let me move my picture. Get out of your way. Look at this. Get out of the way. It's an 11.5% increase in median price from last August, but it's a 14% increase since January. Home values have gone up 14% in King County since January, since a pandemic, for the housing prices to increase that way is nuts. Now, everyone wants to know, is this sustainable? How long can this last? When does this bubble pop? Blah, blah, blah. I did a whole nother video on what's going to happen when the eviction crisis hits. But there is very little doubt that what goes up comes down, and it's very hard to see how this could maintain, but you don't know. All you know is right now, if you have a home in King County and you're thinking about selling and you have any concern for the future, get it sold. This is as good a market as you have seen. If you're looking to buy a home, you got to be really careful with what you're paying. You want to get a deal, you got to find a realtor that knows how to negotiate. Now, this is King County as a whole. That's way too big of an area to get a read on. You need to look down to a neighborhood level. If you need that kind of insight or you have those kinds of questions, call me, email me, reply here in the video, and I will get back to you and we can look at your situation. Every situation is unique. Every situation deserves to be seen and analyzed for what it is. Let me know. But overall, sellers have the upper hand right now, and it is hot for them. Okay, if you're buying, be careful. If you're selling, if you're thinking about selling, I would get out there and get it sold, because if you feel good about the future, then you and I are different. I just don't. Okay, that's what's happening in King County real estate right now. Super hot seller's market. Let me know what questions you have. Aaron Hendon with Christine & Company over at eXp Realty. Talk to you soon.